Hello, chat. How you doing tonight? Get ready for a slurp. Mm, boy was thirsty. Doing a lot of work today. So worked up you know what? I'm stopping. I'm getting cringier and cringier the more I stream. But hope you guys had a go and hey, Squall, how you doing? Congrats on the rare mo. 2020 Soulless has been the main ingredient. This franchise has been soulless. Uh, wow. When did Halo 4 come out again? Been forever. I think that was like 2012 or something. Bonjour, bonjour, my French viewers. Of which I know I have at least one. True Frenchman, that is. But yeah, I'm full of like food because I went out and ate, and now I'm ready to stream. I'm just trying to find my flow. The flow is not finding me though. I'm like, what do I even talk about right now? Like brain is just like reaching for stuff. I'm gonna have to come into work an extra day tomorrow, so you don't get 2 days off this week. That sucks, dude. I have returned from my holiday in Paris to give you half of my attention and all my man love. Half the attention, all the man love. Something about those numbers don't seem to add up. I kind of receive all of the man love, but only half of your attention. Are you saying your attention is in a deficit right now compared to the man love? 3 French people you just joined. Well, there you go. I have 3 total French viewers who watch my streams. I call that a win. How are you guys though, huh? I'm sorry this has been such a year where I have to do like how is everybody? Like I'm a nervous like high schooler getting up in front of audience because that has just been the running theme of all of 2026. Like nothing gaming wise to talk about except for stuff that's happening in the years or months from now. We've been waiting quite a while for stuff. Can something just fucking happen? That's all I want. Give me some easy material. Oh yeah, let me turn on. There we go. Screen on. How you doing? Why no one tell you Disco Elysium was sad as fuck? How far did you get in it before you realized it had sad elements? You have half of my attention, but all of my manly body. See, if I'm getting all of your manly body, but I'm only getting half your attention, I feel a little let down. Like attention is half the part of it. Like try that with anyone else. You're hugging someone tight, but your head is in the clouds, looking off in a different direction at like your watch. No, that ain't gonna fly. Netflix subscribers will get that early look at GTA. Netflix subscribers get an early look, huh? That's where you know the real gamers are at on Netflix. Elysium is the Roman afterlife for heroes, so that's kind of a hint. Well, that's a good thing, you know. It's where you go to party after dying, sort of. Indy got nothing to do with. What's up, Green? How you doing, man? Get this going. Oh yeah, there's a new feature on YouTube I need to start taking advantage of when it comes to live streaming. I can start using that dual stream thing, where I stream vertically as well as horizontally at the same time. Can't do it right now, but I'll look into that for like feature streams. Anyway, chop chat. How are you guys? What's up, everyone? Dartigan here, low energy. I'm digesting food, working off. I've been busy. Video editing and house stuff. All right. Don't worry, the energy levels will kick in eventually. Jensen Ackles is in talks to play Magneto. I gotta be honest with you, I don't know who Jensen Ackles is. I don't know if I should feel stupid for not knowing that. Your phone at work broke, so you're getting all the calls, huh? Supernatural? I've never watched Supernatural. But hey, good for him. Because you know what? The guy who has been playing Magneto for, Gandalf, he's getting a little old. It'll be a little hard for him to keep playing Magneto at this point. What's wrong with this remake? It's already been done. That's the problem with it. It is really just a one. It feels like a one-to-one remake. It's just kind of graphical reworking of the game, but they already did that once before. So it's kind of like, why'd you do this again? Why didn't you try to reimagine any of it? Instead, they just made a couple bonus missions that are terrible and you can select to play through those. So honestly, you get the same experience if you go play the first Halo 1 remake. You ever see the legendary ending of Halo 1? Yeah. Where like, Johnson makes out with an elite and touches his ass? Yeah. It's a different time back in 2001. What's up, Pixel? How you doing? What you been up to? It's incomplete without the multiplayer. That is actually the weirdest thing, that they release a Halo game without multiplayer. It just defies logic. That's half the experience. For some people, it is the experience. They don't even bother with a single player. Also, 69 months giggity from Neptune. Thank you very much, man. Don't forget, chat, if you got those Twitch Prime subs burning a hole in your pocket, I'm more than welcome to take it off your hand. You get those Prime accounts on Amazon, you can link it to your Twitch account. Sub for free. Was Halo before or after plane and tower event? Trying to think. I believe it was the same year, but before it. It was an Xbox One, the original Xbox launch game. So just look up when that launched and you'll know. Don't save her, Dart. She don't want to be saved. I ain't trying to save anything. I'm like a coroner just examining a body and telling you how it died. Porn. Oh, I feel itchy. I don't know if I got bit by mosquitoes today or not. They reviewed who going to be playing Ganon in the Zelda movie. I haven't seen any notice of who's playing it yet, but it's whatever. I'm sure they'll pick someone pretty good. One of these days, you guys are going to figure out that I'm kind of indifferent to video game movies for the most part. Even though I got to start sending them, and I'm running out of time this year to get started on that. What's the best launch title of any console? Probably gonna be Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers. That's like legendary. That literally That's a game that literally saved the console gaming industry. So probably that one. Though Sonic 2, I believe, or Sonic 1, whichever one it was, which launched with the Sega Genesis, was a strong contender since that did compete heavily with Nintendo. But Halo would be up there because it did. Without Halo, the Xbox probably would have made it past one generation of console. Because for a long time, that was the only thing worth playing on it. Rockstar paywalled a trailer. They can get away with it. They're Rockstar. Because people give them this kind of leeway. You bought Signalis. How did you find it? I recall you streaming it, but nothing else. Also bought FF7 Rebirth. Really hope Chadley gets badly maimed in part 3. How did I hear about Signalis? I just remember seeing trailers for it several years ago, and then after a couple of months of it being out, I bought it and played it. It was pretty good. It definitely got annoying, though, at times. And as for FF7 Chadley, I'm hoping we see less of him in 3, but I highly doubt it. They seem like they really like Chadley over there in Japan for some reason. How about Breath of the Wild? I mean, sure, but that game was very good, but I'm not going to say it's quite as important as some of those other games I mentioned. I was just like, hey, this is a damn good game. No more Chadley. You will get the Chadley, all right? He is your guide to that game. They came up with one of the most annoying guide characters possible. I'm going to be a delayed GTA 6 again. I mean, they're now getting ready to show off a trailer that's going to give you finally show off the gameplay. That's a pretty good sign that's probably going to be coming out this year. If there were to be a delay, I would assume it'd only be until early next year. But you know what? Doesn't really matter. Is my wife streaming tonight? No, she is currently working on putting her office together tonight in hopes of streaming tomorrow. What board game was I best at? The Goosebumps board game. Actually, I got that for Christmas one year, and I was annoyed everyone to play it with me. But no, yeah, no, I'm being serious. The Goosebumps board game from the 90s. It's not a very difficult game, though. Never did get my, Crossfire board game, though. So I never got to, like, become a champion Crossfire player. Sometimes dreams have to die, you see. You're tempted to skip every dialogue option with him. You can, actually, because half of his dialogue, or actually probably more than half of his dialogue, is the same damn thing, or same tone of the same thing you've already heard. Did I seen Assassin's Creed Odyssey? I did sin that game. That was where I started getting extremely exhausted with Assassin's Creed. Is Marathon Concord on life support? I know Concord is dead. It ain't on life support anymore. They killed that thing. Is Marathon is definitely limping along. It's already on the. It's just think of it. Marathon as having like the oxygen tank and has to breathe through that. It isn't on life support, but it ain't exactly thriving. Not denying the success of the game, but just how I felt about this game when I did it. It's all right. Oh, my head's so itchy. Crossfire. I've actually had an idea for a YouTube short involving the board game Crossfire at some point I want to make. I just need to get a copy of Crossfire, which isn't that difficult. I think it's pretty cheap on eBay. You're only here because you thought we were playing Magic the Gathering. I have actually never played Magic the Gathering. I don't even know how. I know it's card games and you have to stop showering at some point. But beyond that, I'm not sure how it works. It seems like it's a really complex and convoluted card game. And I'm just like, you know what? I'd rather just play Hearthstone. At least that one I understand. Or, that one in FF7 remake. That was pretty good. Retro TV and Dreamcast in the back. Like I said, I've had that TV for many a year. That's not a new buy. That just was stored in a closet for like the past 15 years. But now I'm like, you know what? Let me display it. And the Dreamcast was a gift. So, and that's like the only console I have in my house that can hook up to a CRTV without buying an adapter. One of my D&D friends offered to show me how to play Magic. I'm actually currently playing through D&D with a group. We've done 2 sessions so far. I think we got another one coming up soon. You never played online Gwent? I think that game is now dead. The actual standalone card game that they came up with. I don't think you can play it anymore. Hopefully you start in like 25 minutes. Puff, do you hate... I gotta ask Puff, do you just really hate me chatting that much? I mean, I'm not really doing anything else when I'm playing the game, but just kind of chatting. You just like games? I mean, I do too. I love games, but sometimes I am just like, chat. Mainly this commentary is the main point anyways, but don't worry, I will play the game. What I'm used to from you, I know, I get you. That's what I've primarily done, but I have to change with the time somewhat. Gaming alone isn't exactly the, or specifically, you have to like change things up with your streaming because, well, game streaming just doesn't bring in the numbers that it used to. So I still try to keep to my roots while adding in a few other things. Play Call of Cthulhu and face the Eldritch horror of taking a shower. Is that another? Are you talking about the Call of Cthulhu board game, or are you one of the various games, digital ones called Call of Cthulhu that all suck? Any thoughts on streaming earlier for the year? Yes, actually, I have talked about that. Just to make it easier for Lucky to have an easier time finding your own stream times. So yes, I have considered starting my streams 2 hours earlier at 6, so I could end them at say like 10 or 11 if I wanted to. And I'll give just like the first 2 hours a bit easier time for the Euro bros, so don't have to stay up too late. Can't stand to see your phantom features. I mean, it can be hard sometimes. It can be hard sometimes having. Well, my hair's a little like messy right now, but whatever. No one's going to judge me that harshly. Your forehead is there. My forehead is there. I mean, it bet, you know, it needs to be. What holds my hair up, you know? Half a class full, like your patience. It's not Dart's fault. He's a stud. You know, come now. Come now. You guys are going to make me go, you know, so bashful that I start huffing air, you know, from a can. That's what I do when I get shy. I was like, I gotta like get fucking kill a few brain cells. I got a can right over there, even with a bitterant. Please, Dart, I need to wake up at 5 a.m. Yeah, I'm very sorry. I realize I actually do have a decent sized European audience and I've been making it difficult for them. You have no idea about Halo, but I figured to be here for the funsies. That's all you need to be here for. Because even if you do know anything about Halo, it's still not going to impress you that much. Do you play hold on a second. Do you play actual D&D or some other versatile RPG system like it's actual, I think it's Gen 5 D&D tabletop that we're currently playing. I'll be honest, you're not someone I find attractive. I know, Pop. It's called jokes. I don't think people watch me because they're like, you know, gooning to me. Jesus. Oh, I gotta explain everything anymore. Greetings, chat. How's everyone doing? Well, I'm explaining more jokes than ever. That's how things are going. I've reached the realization that all jokes now need to come with an explainer. Subtlety truly is a dying art. Or, you know, fake jokes, I guess. But, hey, Ron, how you doing? I sent you the clip finally for 007 today, too. Should be a pretty easy one. I'm hoping to have my editing done within the next couple days. Think you look great. I've said before that I generally thought you were in your hey, I'll take that. I've taken good care of myself, you see. After all, today I ate a smash burger and it had onions on it. That had to be healthy, right? Then I followed that up with some cinnamon ice cream. Found out about any dead pizza guys buried beneath the basement of your new house yet? No dead pizza guys, but I did tell Chad about the weird basement shower I discovered that I didn't even know I had when I bought it. Like we have a spare shower in our basement. It's just kind of bolted in there. I mean, it works too. It's like, wow, I looked up and there's a shower up there. What's your favorite comedy movie? Favorite pure comedy movie? Probably The Princess Bride, I would say. Princess Bride or Men in Tights. One of those two. Working on it right now, spicing up the part where the logo is shown, yeah. It's just the classic James Bond stuff. Have you seen a To Catch a Predator trailer with Robert Pattinson? Is he making a movie about that old TV show where they just catch pedophiles? I didn't know that had movie rights. Monty Python is your favorite comedy? Which Monty Python? Find so many damn food reels on Instagram. It makes me feel like I need to level up my money situation just so I can eat whatever. That is what Instagram is designed to make you do. Feel inadequate, so you spend more money on lifestyles that are already faked. Like, oh man, I can't afford a vacation like this person. Let me save up my money or like take out a line of credit. Or get this like, you know, fucking car or house or whatever, all this other bullshit that most people don't even own in those reels. Looks absolutely insane, huh? Well, hey, I would hope so. How else are you going to make that entertaining? Spaceballs? I love Spaceballs, and I'm hoping the sequel actually does it justice. We've only waited longer than almost all of us have been alive for it. So when did Spaceballs come out? Like 81 or something? Jesus. Or whenever. It's sometime in the 80s, I know. Have you been seeing more and more Gen AI on restaurant menus and ads and food trucks? Not where I live. So far, the only generated AI images I see are usually online. If there's been any uh menus that had generated AI images on it, I could not tell. Sorry, jokes be going over your head these days. Just keep in mind, almost everything I say has some flavor of joke to it. If I'm going to be serious, I will let you know, like, okay, chat, for realsies, yes, for realsies, or I'm going to be serious for the next few minutes. Or if it's like a very like intense conversation that requires an element of seriousness to it. Otherwise, I'm always constantly trying to think of how can I make this into a joke or a joke like situation. Played Wildlands when it first came out, and it just reminded me of Far Cry. Huh? I've been playing Metal Gear Solid 5 for the first time while I was gone. That's a good game. Story shit, but good game. Nothing says serious like for realsies. I know, like, we put that in your text messages. For realsies, can we be serious? It works every time. Shuts off a part of the brain that processes jokes so they can't, think anything you're saying is like, non-serious material. Does your setup have wheel change every time I come? Does your setup have to change every time I come? Well, I did move into a new house. Actually, no, you're overselling this statement. I've changed my setup once in the past several years, and that was like last year when I moved my office and bedroom around after my at that time fiance moved in with me. Now we have moved into our own home, and so I have a totally new place to live and a totally new office. And no, you will not have to worry about me changing anytime soon. It's kind of like locked in now because I got a mortgage. Let's be honest, for real, for real, for real. Did I hear my wife walk past? Did you guys see it? Maybe she went up to the attic. Okay. I thought you were doing something cute back there. He likes to. With this new setup in my office, there's so many pranks she can pull on me. I'm just waiting and expecting them. Phantom Lucky. I hear her everywhere I go, chat. Everywhere. He's always with me. Apparently someone got Grok to talk dirty with someone, and they shared the thread. Grok has done way more than talk dirty with you. Grok will make like dirty images for you. You just have to word it properly. What's the creepiest lore of my house? Like the only no, it's not really creepy, but it was just the most startling thing we discovered recently was the really like weird shower that's like mounted in the basement ceiling that we did not know until literally the other day when I was down there doing some stuff and I looked up and found it. Like I'm pretty sure like this house I bought used to be a like a rental property that was like it's a very large house, but it was like turned into a multiple apartment kind of built place for people like college students to come and live and rent rooms. So I'm pretty sure they just like slapped an extra shower down in the basement, and it's just like here's a board with a tiny little shower head coming out of it and two knobs directly under it, so you have to like reach up and turn it on. So it's just like here's a weird like just like basement shower that'll spray water everywhere. I mean, it lets us like, I mean, in the future, if we want, we could add an extra shower to our basement and increase the value because most of the hard work is already done. It just like, did not see that there. A porn shower. I mean, I'm sure there are porn videos shot in basements like that, unfinished basements for sure. Mel Brooks is over 100 years old, so he was around when sound movies weren't a thing. Now all cinema culminates from Metropolis to Spaceballs too. Yeah, I keep forgetting Mel Brooks is 100 years old because that man still looks incredible for his age and gets around really well. It's like, honestly, he seems like he's about 20 to 30 years younger than he actually is. Why do I wear 2 layers? Because dudes look fucking good with layers, all right? That's why. There's some guy advice for you. Fuck this, what is it? The manosphere shit. If they aren't saying wear a dual layers that are like comfortable and cool, they don't know shit about being a man. Wear yourself a layer. I mean, you can still wear single layers, but when you want to look your best, you put on a second layer. That's how you actually looks, Max. See, that's how easy it is to get into this game of just being on, what is it, a looks maxer or, a manosphere, dude, you say some bullshit and you say it with a lot of confidence and people will believe you. Like if you say what I just said without the confident voice, won't matter. But if you just put the energy into it, all of a sudden, like he knows what he's fucking talking about. Let me like raise my camera up. I need some headspace. There we go. Manosphere guys are cringe. They are, but you can't deny they don't get attention. Hey man, did you see the GTA 6 is getting an extended look? I saw the trailer for the upcoming trailer, yes. Which is a strange world we live in. It's like, hey, here's a trailer for upcoming trailer. Come on, just release the trailer. Manosphere is like a bunch of like, content creators who just constantly talk about how to be manly or their idea of manliness. And it's usually like involves giving them a lot of your money. Just learned about a new thing called ketchup slices, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Do you freeze the ketchup first? Is all I care about. Only our legend at someone who's over 100 I can think of is Dick Van Dyke. Wait, he's still alive? Can you invent some cool conspiracy theory that's totally bogus and sell it as content? Yes, you can. It's not that difficult to come up with a conspiracy theory. However, once you've created a conspiracy theory, if it actually gets popular, it will eventually, you will lose control of it, and eventually it will always like, someone will steer it toward it's the Jews behind it. That's how it always goes. Like you can come up with the most innocuous like conspiracy theory you can, but eventually someone will like, you know what? I think he's wrong. He's missed an angle on this actually. Somehow the Jews are behind it, or women. Jews and women, they're behind all the conspiracies. I try to be like the supreme human minus the races. Your theory is Dart created game sins. Theory's wrong. Technically, I didn't. I wasn't the first to do it. Women, you knew it was. They've been there all along. With men for somehow throughout all history, we never suspected them. I always had, but you know what? There's always something off. Or were they there with us throughout all history? Maybe, you know what? If you look at the cave paintings and a lot of ancient hieroglyphs, women weren't in any of them. It's just things that look like women. It's like just some like men. I'm pretty sure those are just effeminate men. When did women start showing up in history? See, there you go. I just came up with a conspiracy theory. None of you have heard it before. Women weren't in ancient history. They just show up at some point and they just like claim they were there the entire time. So there you go. Conspiracy theory that hits on the manosphere angle, gets people like, gets you invited on podcasts. And all of a sudden people pay you money for it. Women want you to think they were around in ancient Egypt. But were they really? Play the intense, scary music. Cave paintings only contain men and femboys? Exactly. Men, femboys, and large deers with antlers. And some elephants. The antelope. Women couldn't be killing like those. It had to be men or femboys. Wow, this is shockingly easy. I'm onto something here. Birds aren't real. No, birds are real, but hummingbirds are fake. Hummingbirds are just too fast to actually exist the way they're depicted. Those are actually drones. Hummingbirds were not real. They never were. It's a psyop. It's been played on you. Take the red pill, chat. Eventually, you learn the truth like me. And then you give me your money. You want to get invited on Joe Rogan's podcast so you can smoke his cigars and act nuts? I mean, you don't have to go on a podcast to do both those two other behaviors. It just seems like you want to do it in Joe Rogan's podcast, in his presence. Hummingbirds are real. I invented them almost 10 years ago. So it was you. I had my... Wait. How did you do that? I need the exact detailed formula of how the first hummingbird was, the fake hummingbirds were created. The hummingbird, I don't know, I gotta stop. The women don't exist conspiracy was sharper. Going back to my roots. What companies sponsor Manosphere content creators? Cryptocurrency, the shit coins, uh, basically gold sellers will sponsor anyone. Uh, Weirdly, you'll also come across the sponsorships will usually be, excuse me, like those survivalist like food kits where you like buy our bucket of like powder, then you can mix with water and turn it back into food. It's shelf stable for 30 years. You never know when society might collapse. But mostly like Manosphere people market themselves for their courses and stuff, so they probably don't need these sponsorships as much since they are basically there to direct people to their own services. Women invaded Earth only recently. Yeah, they just convince us somehow that they've been here all along. When you look at the actual facts, it's very simple to figure out. Opening tutorial of the original driver was almost impossible. I mean, I'll take your word for it. I've never played it. You are excused, Darty. I'm excused. Thank you. I was needing to use the bathroom. Teach. Do I get to take the hall pass with me? The oversized one. You've read To Kill a Mockingbird? Psh, I wrote To Make a Hummingbird. You know, that would be a much better sequel to Kill a Mockingbird is To Make a Hummingbird than what the actual sequel to Kill a Mockingbird was. Why hello there, Mr. Cook. How you doing? Oh, chat, the fun we have nowadays. Chat, I'm starting to wonder something about the location I now live in. I'm starting to wonder if the location you live in the population of that area determines some stuff about YouTube and viewer, algorithm changes, because I've noticed ever since I started doing streams from the new house, my YouTube numbers have jumped way up, and even my Twitch numbers have. Or at least, actually, the Twitch numbers are about the same, but the YouTube numbers have been, going up. So I'm wondering if YouTube's like, oh, he lives in a, he doesn't live in the fucking boonies anymore. I've activated the middle class algorithm. He lives in society now. Does your new location have an underground laboratory? It is a college town where there is a large amount of science and engineering places that go on there, but I wouldn't know if they have an underground laboratory where they develop bioweapons. They are developing a massive cybersecurity center there of excellence for like protecting the nation from cybersecurity threats in conjunction with the school. Stream maxing via the new house. I mean, hey, if it helps out, I'll take it. I'll take anything I can these days. An entrance to the hive. Don't you make me take you guys down to my basement shower. I'll strip you down there, tie you up, and like clean you off. Slowly. Did you hear about the SpaceX rocket crashing on the moon? Well, it wouldn't have been the rocket itself. The rocket doesn't even leave Earth's full atmosphere. The idea of these rockets is they're in stages. So the first stage goes up, and then the second stage detaches from that, and the first stage returns to Earth. And then the other one continues on for a bit and then releases its payload. And then the second stage falls back and burns up in orbit. So the only thing that would have crashed on the moon would have been the payload. And no, I didn't hear about that. There's yet another underground umbrella facility under Dartigan's new hometown. I mean, there's that shower is down there for a reason, Don't threaten you with a good time. I mean, maybe it might not be a warm shower. It might just be cold water. There was a sequel to Kubrick's 2001 Space Odyssey? Yes, and you should not watch it. That's like asking me, Dart, did you know there's a sequel to Jaws? Yes, multiple ones, and none of them are any good. This is how Dart starts his serial killer phase. I mean, if you look at me and you look closely, and then you compare my face to mugshots of serial killers, I'm doing myself harm here. I should shut up. I don't. I don't look like a serial killer. I look like I work in IT. And then I like leak stuff to the press. Jaws 4 is the best shit there is. Cinema. Is that the one where Jaws roars? My jawline cuts more than diamonds. I mean, I haven't tried yet, but it could. Never mail classified information. Yeah, you send that over some encrypted stuff. School shootings are a horrible thing that we agree on. I don't know of anyone who says, man, those are fucking based and actually means it. Can't even begin to talk about them without feeling pain. Well, let's not talk about them then. Not exactly the place. What's up, Bird? How you doing, man? And, according to Back to the Future, there were supposed to be 19 Jaws movies as is 2015. Well, there's a lot of things that predicted that was going to happen by 2015, didn't it? And we didn't get any of them. Except for those, they did actually invent those self-tying shoes just for that actual anniversary. What was the one with Michael Caine? Yeah, that was the one. If that was the one with Michael Caine, that was the one where Jaws roars when it jumps out of the water. Hmm. It's like Deus Ex Human Revolution saying would be on. You know what? As far as what Deus Ex Human Revolution was predicting by 2023, we're not terribly far off. We are on the robots are getting way better. We just haven't started integrating good robotics into our own bodies yet. That's proven a bit more difficult. But we are working on that too. We have self-tying shoes. They literally made the shoes from the movie Back to the Future 2, and they actually sold them, but they became very expensive. 23rd Final Fantasy game. I mean, that'll happen eventually. Next one will be, I mean, technically if you want to like consider Final Fantasy 7 and also 13 games, each one to be separate, you were kind of already close to it, since those are just direct sequels. So we came close to the Black Ops 2 timeline. You volunteer as tribute to get cybernetic enhancements. I mean, wait long enough and you'll be needing a new hip or knee, so you'll get it. You don't need to like rush into it. It isn't that great from what I've seen of it. Tends to fucking suck even. Some reason I think that you have seen OG Anaconda trilogy. I'm actually all right, here's some new addition to my lore. I am probably the human who has seen the OG Anaconda movie with Ice Cube and what's her name more than any other human alive, because there was a time period where that was like one of 3 or 4 movies I had on, had recorded that I could watch when we didn't have cable TV. So I would just watch it over and over again along with the 1999 Godzilla movie. So I have seen Anaconda 1 quite a few times. I actually only recently watched the Jack Black Anaconda movie. I didn't know there was a trilogy though. But I seen Black Ops 1 and 2? Sure, eventually. Now that, who knows what Microsoft is going to do with Call of Duty anymore, maybe I'll get around to them. So is there an Anaconda 3? Because 1998, okay, whatever year it was. I didn't know. Is there a third Anaconda movie? Because that's news to me. Paul Rudd Anaconda, yeah, the one where it's like they go to film a documentary in the Amazon. Grok can you seem very impressed that Grok can talk dirty to you. Just wanted to ask how you were doing and have you heard of Neil Breen? I have heard of Neil Breen and I'm doing great. I got no real complaints. Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez, I believe. And apparently she's a horrible lady. Charm and Wow are this. Are you thinking Wow is my wife? Wow is not my wife. My wife is currently up in her office, moving things around. She ain't got time to type that, those messages in the chat. No, babe, you're fine. I was talking about something else. Yeah, she's listening to you, chat. Someone just thought you were someone else in chat. Anaconda 3 got David Hasselhoff. When did so what is Anaconda 3 about? And is it a comedy movie like Anaconda 2? Also, do they just call it Anacondas maybe? There's a 3? Okay, now I'm going to look up Anaconda 3 cuz now I'm curious. David has Anaconda Offspring. Wait, this came out in 2008? Wait. So the movie I thought so the Jack Black movie Anaconda, that's not Anaconda 2, that's like a new reboot of it. Hold on, what's the reception of this movie? Oh, this was a made-for-television sequel. Received poor reviews for having little to nothing to do with the previous films, poor acting, and lack of special effects. Wait, then there's a Anaconda's Trail of Blood a year later. So there's like 4 Anaconda movies then, plus the new one with Jack Black. You think after like 4 Anaconda movies, they would have actually read the Wikipedia on anacondas and found out that after they eat, they don't want to do anything but sleep and like, stay safe for the next couple months since it takes a while to digest. Apparently, the 4th Anaconda movie is rated hugely boring. Oh well. I guess they had to turn it into a comedy after it fucked up that bad. What are you doing over there? Are you posting your dirty chats with Grok into stream? I mean, you're welcome to. That'll definitely be hilarious. But just make sure I just can't tell you if Twitch might like flag them. Neil Breen trying to make a deep movie as the equivalent of 15-year-old. I've seen Neil Breen. Me and Lucky have watched a couple of Neil Breen movies. They are they are spirited. He certainly seems to love what he does. But they're not what I'd call movies. They're just experiences of a man who's trying to make a movie all by himself on a budget of maybe $1,000, and he's like a worse Tommy Wiseau. But simply, Tommy Wiseau has better acting chops than him. Have you seen Manos Hands of Fate? No, but I've heard of it. It's like a legendary movie that review that MS32K did, or Mystery Science Theater did. It's like their most famous one, I believe. Is this my new house? Yep, this is. I'm gonna be changed. Like it's got hardwood floors and everything. I'm actually gonna make some changes to it. Like this wall that's in front of me is actually it's a brick house I'm living in, so I'm gonna expose the brick under the plaster there. So this wall will be a brick facing wall, and then I might do some painting on the walls around me and do something on the ceiling as well. How can you be worse than Tommy Wiseau? All right, I challenge you to go to YouTube and look for Neil Breen movies and then report back to me if you agree with me, all right? Neil Breen. That name is once again Neil Breen. Just go. He's got all of his movies up on YouTube. You can watch them for free. Highly recommend, you go give that a watch. They're basically all the same movie where, we could even do like at some point I should actually, for like a just chatting stream, should just throw on a Neil Breen movie and we just all shit talk it and watch it together. When you want to do that, is that an interior wall or an exterior wall? You might want to look up how to moisture treat. I've actually been looking into it, Rune. Yes, the brick wall is here and it's got a layer of plaster on the inside. If you knock on it, you can hear it's just solid. There's no hollowness behind it. It is just a layer. I'm gonna take a tiny little piece out of it, of the plaster, to see what's behind it first, to make sure it's is what I think it is behind it. And I've been looking about how to expose the plaster. I'll need to get a rotary hammer to easily get the plaster off, and then some wire wheels for my drill to clean that off. And then after all that's done and you clean it, you have to seal it. You usually want to seal the brick up with a sealer. Make sure it doesn't generate dust everywhere. But thankfully, The outside of my brick house is painted yellow as well, so it's even moisture barrier out there. On the spectrum from Neil Breen to Tommy Wiseau, how do you rate Birdemic? Birdemic is definitely more on the Neil Breen spectrum. Tommy Wiseau, for all of his faults, actually did have some actual, like, well, he was terrible, but he still tried to make what he saw as an actual movie, and it does, for the most part, look like an actual, like, production movie. Whereas movies like Neil Breen makes or Birdemic don't have the kind of money that, you know, Tommy Wiseau had to throw at a movie production. They're made on extremely cheap budgets with, like, a handheld camera. So they just look like, and they look like it and sound like it. So Tommy Wiseau had money to spend. We still know where it came from. They are... Okay, am I calling? What is this? They are a whore. There you go. Quoting Grok, they are wrench. Okay, you guys are just quoting like dirty Grok speak now. Birdemic is worse. Neil Breen movies are worse than Birdemic. Trust me on this. And Chad, you think Birdemic is bad? Have you ever seen the movie where a dog starts turning itself into a human so it can like a dog romances a human woman? That's a real movie. It's like a dog just narrates its entire experience. Like, man, that girl over there is hot. I want to go. I want to date her. She's dating this whore. That's a real movie. And she learns about it, knows the truth. Uwe Boll movies are much better. Uwe Boll movies are like, well, for one, Uwe Boll movies are generally like tax scams for him to get money. He just get cheap licenses, whatever licenses he could, and make a cheap movie off it. And then I don't know how the process works, but it was like well known for being like him taking advantage of like tax rules regarding filming in the areas he filmed in. But yeah, apparently that scam doesn't work anymore. So now he just makes really shitty movies where he like kills immigrants or something. Postal was fantastic. Sure was. I think the closest he ever got to making apparently a good movie was that one that vampire movie he made with a girl with red hair. I forget the name of it. Blood Rain. That one, some people say they actually like in a cult way. Did you know the Batman's Gotham look was inspired by the background in the room in the roof scene? What do you mean by that? I'm not sure you mean the cartoon or the movies? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that second part of it. I always assumed that the Gotham look was just like they liked Art Deco and they liked noir fiction, which is what it pretty much is. Rumor that the new COD is going to do a crossover Resident Evil soon. Yeah, but that's just going to be the multiplayer. So you get play as like, you'll get to fight some like tyrants or something. Not that big of a deal. The last movie, the last Batman movie, the one with the vampire guy? Yeah, it's whatever. I haven't seen any of that. Let's yap no more. I will be playing games soon. Y'all, this is not official. It's just like, I like the yap, in case you didn't know. I like the yap. I'm good at it, even. It gets the flow, the juices, the conversation flowing. Look at all the people watching. So clearly other people like it too. But yeah, I will have to do like I think now that we've been talking about Neil Breen so much, I think I will have to put together like, let's watch a Neil Breen night. Just watch a shitty movie and make fun of it together. I don't know if that would get me in trouble. Would that trigger copyright claims? It's Neil Breen. He can't. I don't know how litigious he is. Just sent you the intro. Thank you, Rune. I will send you the money tomorrow. Gotta send Pretends to Know the money for the script for the Patreon video as well. If you're a yapper, is your wife a good listener? Well, we're both good yappers and we are good listeners, actually. You know you live... Look, you can't be a streamer without the yap, all right? No one's gonna watch a stream, but the guy is just like, hey. Hey. How are you guys? Cool. See, this is dead air. It's already dead. You already click off the stream immediately. Ain't no one watching that. I gotta be yapping as soon as you get in and the ad ends playing. I gotta be yapping, or else you're not gonna watch. That's just how a stream works. That's the logic of it. You can't yap, you die. Neil Breen is an artistic socialist. He believes great art is meant for sharing. I mean, I actually believe what you're saying, that that's how he describes himself. I just know that all of his movies end with him being like a godlike hero who's extremely talented, and he always destroys the system at the end with his magical powers. Would you do a Gaming Sins video about Dark Side Chronicles or Umbrella Chronicles? Possibly. Those definitely are sinnable, even though they are light gun games. Neil Breen has almost never issued copyright strikes against review. Really? Huh. You know what? That I commend him for that. That's actually very nice of him. Isn't there going to be a Resident Evil movie this year? Yeah, it's made by the same guy who made Weapons, and the trailer looked pretty good. Let's watch him. I will now look into creating a stream where we watch and make fun of a Neil Breen movie. That should be pretty good. Because you guys are in for a fucking trip. Depending on which one I choose. Nice. Fateful Findings ends with Neil saying, I found the government's secrets and what I found will shock you. The one that I think is the most entertaining is the one where he's essentially like a yoga god living in the desert. And he's like dealing with like drug dealers and stuff for some reason. Trad wife reviews. Yeah, honestly, the trad wife content idea, trad wife reviews is genius. And she could also do Neil Breen movie reviews with that. What about his feelings, man? That man is like that man has transcended human emotion, all right? Neil Breen ain't human and he doesn't feel human things. You can download the Resident Evil for the Will on PS5 for like $10. Oh yeah, I'm aware. Dead Rising's one plot makes more sense. Most video game plots make more sense in a Neil Breen film. All right, the soda is finished. I think I should start playing now. Because we're almost at the hour mark. We seriously have to have a Breen night. It will be, oh no, I'm now that I've had this idea, I want to make it happen. Soda stream. I should have a soda review channel. That's what I really need. All right. So chat, I'm not going to be using the camera because this game makes my camera just like choppy as hell and probably gives people a headache to even look at. So a camera will be going bye-bye. So you've seen enough of me. Time to play the game. Do you think Kojima will ever meet with Breen? I don't think Kojima has any idea who Neil Breen is. No. I don't think Neil Breen knows who Kojima is either. They could pass each other on the street, they wouldn't even stop. All right. No, none of Adarto's chiseled jawline. You know it's still there. It hasn't gone anywhere. Steam, can you pop the game up, please? There you go. I mean, just a year ago, I didn't know what a Neil Breen was. No Dartigan. You guys have come to really, like, enjoy my chin presence, haven't you? You want to bust a lung? Watch God of Cookery by the legendary Stephen Chow. Is this one of those, like, so bad it's good kind of things? Am I cognizant? Link it in the Dartigan Watch This section of the Discord. How's combat devolved? The bonus missions are terrible that they give you, the extra story stuff, but the actual main campaign is essentially just a one-to-one remake of the original game. So if you like that, you'll probably still like this. However, I still feel there's some stuff that's off to it because they're using the Unreal Engine rather than the original Halo engine or anything remotely like it. So there's elements to it that just don't feel quite as they should. But they've already remade this game in the Halo engine, and I'm just like, this feels like you didn't really need it. Breen night will be the funniest night of the next, like, 2 years. Now you're putting pressure on me. It's so weird, it's good. Same director of Kung Fu Hustle and Shaolin Soccer. Oh, okay, I know. Yeah, I've seen I've seen Kung Fu Hustle. But those are just actual, like, straight up, like, legitimate comedy movies. If I'm gonna do something like that, also, that would definitely get me copyright claimed. There's no way that wouldn't happen.
Roger that. We'll be able to find our way to the control center from here. Good luck. Hammer out.
Covenant presence here is stronger than I anticipated. They seem to have the entire region secured.
Chad, I think the grunts didn't do the suicide charge until the sequel, did they? So they just brought that into it. Because in Halo 3 they started doing the suicide charge. Kung Fu Hustle is a great movie. I mean, it's no Kung Pao, but it's still good.
Enemy!
Seeking cover!
Now for something completely different, Citizen Kane. You a fan of that movie? You went to watch Citizen Kane? I heard it was a masterpiece. I mean, it's definitely held up that way. I mean, however, I actually watched Citizen Kane not too long ago, and it's a good movie. Still is, but it's not gonna wow you now. It basically was like a magical thing back when it came out because it invented a lot of the stuff we now take for granted in movies.
Seem to be responding to our proximity and guiding us to the exit.
To avoid copyright claims, place a dancing half-naked anime girl on the 1/3 of the screen. That tactic don't work anymore, I'm afraid. You can reverse your footage, play it at like 2x speed, put as many dancing anime girls as you want on it, and shake it, add a screen shake to it. The YouTube algorithm will still detect it. God, like one song in this game, that's all we need.
Interesting. The weather patterns here seem natural, not artificial. I wonder if the ring's environment systems are malfunctioning, or if the designers wanted the installation to have inclement weather.
This is Fire Team Zulu. Can anyone hear me? We got Covenant all over us. Can anyone hear me? Over.
Cortana to Fire Team Zulu. I read you.
Cortana? Oh man, am I glad to hear
I mean, it barely seems like it's even attacking. Wow, that is some shitty, like, it's like moving at 5 frames per second.
position now.
Coordinates received, Fire Team Zulu.
Roger that. With all due respect. Step on it, baby.
Okay, tracking data indicates we're almost on top of them, Chief. They should be in the canyon below us. Get a visual.
I think if you're really good, you can fall off this and actually hijack the Banshee. At least you could back in Halo Campaign Evolved. Try it. I mean, I ain't that kind of speedrunner. What, Samurai Cop? What's Samurai Cop about? Oh, fuck. Such an inglorious death.
Foe is here.
Close. The samurai who's also a cop. I mean, you need a bit more than that. Is it also really bad? Yes, but in a good way. Good.
Analyzing.
But a cop with a katana, is he a white guy wielding a katana, or is he an Asian cop?
Valley must be the firing mechanism.
The new Magnum reload looks weird. It's also not as powerful as it was in the original game, I feel. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It still one-shots him if you get him in the head. Grenade being on F and melee being on G has got me killed more than anything else. He is a white guy, so I'm assuming this is an 80s movie.
Analyzing. If Halo is a weapon, this entire valley must be the firing mechanism.
How do you think this entire valley is the firing mechanism? You're gonna hop out and make some pancakes? Make some damn good pancakes then. Put some fucking blueberries in those. Maybe a few chocolate bits, I don't know. Get creative. You're gonna slack off now? I see. It's all leaving me now that I'm playing the game and not talking. I should have kept yapping. You'd still be here. At least leave that monitor on, brother. Brother, leave that second monitor on. Leave me playing. Foreigners made such claustrophobic structures. What do you think of Tango and Cash? I would prefer, like, Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man.
It's risky, but if you get close, we can hijack that Covenant vehicle.
Hold on, please. Take out the ghost!
How the frames are shit. How I can barely aim at that thing.
But if you get close, we can hijack that Covenant vehicle.
Oof. Your rocket launcher. What are your PC specs like if it's this bad? I'm currently running, I believe, I think I'm running a 4080 and 32 gigs of RAM. I don't know, check down if I have my specs up on Twitch, but I forget what they are. It's been so long since I changed them. Oof, that sniper rifle looks even better. Yeah, I think I'm running a 4080. Wow, thank you. Get that rocket launcher ammo.
Martin, danger!
Oof. Oh fuck, I just let it over. It's like blasting my dudes. Come, let me on. What the oh god, the boarding is so bad now. What do you think of Stop or My Mom Will Shoot? A horrible fucking movie. But it's also that it's funny that, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger tricked Sylvester Stallone into doing that movie by claiming he wanted to do it. So I love the fact that, you know, he just trolled the fuck out of Sylvester Stallone and got him to be in that piece of shit. That alone makes that movie kind of worth it. Hot kill drone man. Let me get on board. I want the fucking wraith.
Tank up ahead. We should use that to punch through the Covenant defenses.
Swear to God, this thing is busted as fuck. Now somehow drop my rocket launcher. Oh my God. Okay, you can't even like steal it. Okay, I guess they kept true and you can't board a wraith in this game. I was thinking maybe they changed that. Fully confirmed MGS5 is unfinished, or was Kojima just doing the fan? No, he got fired before that game was done, and Kojima and Konami is like, in this fucking game, you've spent too much money on it. So no, that game is unfinished. The entire last act of the game is kind of just cobbled together. know what? There's a better tank here. Why are you guys not driving the tank yourself on this, in this? God, these Marines are stupid. It's like you got a tank right there and you're just hiding behind it.
We could use a hand, Fire Team Yankee. Link up with Zulu and follow us.
Affirmative. Fall up on the Master Chief and get ready to move out. Come on, floor it.
Oh, I want to be in the proper tank.
Showtime. Floor it.
Also, this tank's cannon is hilariously small by modern tank standards.
Let go.
It's kind of weird they'd even be using this thing.
Down. Area secure.
And also not have a proper troop transport that doesn't like require the troops to sit on the side of the tank and possibly get their legs caught in the damn treads. Why is True Lies so beloved? Arnold's character is absolutely terrible person there and even tries to rape his wife, and the message is just because it was the 90s and you could get away with that. And it's just a fun movie if you don't think too hard about it.
Here, there's another one. Stay on target. Hey, nice and smooth now. Nice shot. Area secure.
Hold up, what's up this damn... What's up this
We
way?
need to get to that tunnel, Marines. Let's move in.
Go back to the tank, boys. Lots of 80s, 90s films are like that. I mean, if you want to like go try to watch Animal House today, if you want to see something that's like, why do people find this funny? Like there's a goddamn date rape in that movie, and it's like the dude John Belushi's like, yeah, you see what I'm about to fucking do? I'm about to do something terrible. Get on, boys.
Showtime. We're clear.
Yeah, we'll give it to this game. They are authentically bad. The AI is still authentically pretty terrible when it comes to the humans. Can you pathfind your way over there, buddy? Thank you.
Got company.
Bloody hell. Enemy forces have armor support. It's time to earn our pay, boys.
The Covenant placed their tanks to defend the entrance to the tunnel.
Get ready. Firing.
Bingo! That's the last of the mortar tanks. Let's sweep and clear the stragglers, team.
Hostiles eliminated. We cooked them good, sir.
Have you seen Striking Distance with Bruce Willis? No, I haven't seen anything new from Bruce Willis in a while. Well, obviously he doesn't make anything new anymore, but I think the last new Bruce Willis movie I saw was, actually, what was it? What was the last one? Shit, I don't even remember.
We might be home in time for tea, boys.
I think the last new Bruce Willis movie I saw was the one where the Unbreakable sequel with Mr. Glass and like the schizophrenic supervillain dude. which I think is just called glass. We lost a man. It's alright.
The tunnel door is locked. We need to find the door's controls and open it.
Thank you, Cortana.
Let's roll!
Sam Neill's final appearance will be the Legend of Zelda movie in development. Who do we know who he's playing? Trying to make a cinematic universe from Glass. Well, I mean, he made 3 movies, so I guess that it counts as cinematic universe. I would assume if he wanted to make a true cinematic universe, all the Shyamalan movies would be in the same world.
Come on, who needs some? You're all dead!
Contact! More Covenant forces sighted!
Over here! Weapon is hot!
It's kind of weird this game has such a low, like, view distance, or like, render distance. Like, enemies are popping into view. Like, my shots aren't registering sometimes.
There you are!
Oh, fuck. Please, dear God, no, he made Airbender. That'd be part of it. It'd have to be if you want to be, authentic. True 6th generation console experience. I mean, they were going for like, see, they were so dedicated to making a Halo campaign Evolved as a remake of Combat Evolved. They even like tried to replicate the render distance of the original Xbox, One.
Let's roll!
And they mostly succeeded, but that actually had a better render distance, I think. I'm almost positive that game ran better than this one.
More Covenant sighted! Man, these guys are like cockroaches!
Weapon is hot!
Find more where they came from.
Okay, can we get in the Wraith? Kind of curious. Oh, they do let you drive the Wraith in this. What bothers me, they have such a low relevancy range. Anything further out just runs animations and physics. Yeah, I've noticed that actually. One of the reasons it makes aiming at some things at a distance really difficult because they're like just teleporting around. And I don't get it. This game looks good, but there's nothing that crazy about it. It's just Unreal Engine stuff.
Keep it steady.
We're all clear. Yeah.
I'm assuming they just, whoever they hired to like make this for them did not really understand the Unreal Engine as well, that well.
We have a dropship moving our way.
Like, I don't think my hits are even registering on this thing. Look at this mess. Like I was shooting something in front of me or something.
Give me an angle.
And my gunner died even.
You are all gonna die. Let's roll.
Let me go back and get that Wraith. It's in better shape. Hey, badass. How you doing, man? Follow me back, man. The ice walls are a pretty nice feature. Unreal Engine 5 is an engine of the Berg. I mean, Unreal Engine 5 is definitely like... It's weird. For this entire generation of games, I've heard everyone complain about Unreal Engine 5, but for most of my experiences with Unreal Engine 5 games, they've actually run pretty well. I haven't experienced nearly as much stuttering as everyone else has. I'm not sure why. But recently, though, I have been getting the stuttering issue that other people have seen. And I haven't changed my hardware any. Probably just don't notice it as much, but it's there. It's possible. I mean, I do run a G-Sync monitor, so I don't know if that helps. So, but yeah, some people are really sensitive to it. That might be it too. Maybe I'm just autistic enough that I can't even notice it. I used to love the Wraith tank in multiplayer because you could like really just surprise people by dropping these damn bombs on them. Unlike the Wraith, which is just like a point and click machine, this one did require you like, you could fire over stuff before they even saw you, so it was pretty nice. And the speed boost made it a little bit easier to like avoid being boarded by an enemy. So you could fire from cover. Walk into it. Oh, fuck.
Wake up, mate. Come on, wake up.
Oh, wasn't there a tank here?
Area secure.
If you could redistribute all money from NASA and national space programs and public services, would you do that? No. NASA is extremely important, and NASA doesn't get nearly as much money as other like government programs do. Like they operate on like a comparing them to like the military, like they get barely anything. So I would not deprive NASA of like all the good work they do. That'd be stupid. I guess we're done here. Do you think you have pale skin? I do have pale skin. I need to get some more sun. Safely. Meaning with sunblock.
Get off my back, man.
Come on, one of you get in the gunner seat. NASA's what we need to colonize the galaxy. I got bad news for you. Unless like this AI stuff pans out and we like have godlike intelligence, we ain't ever colonizing the galaxy. The distance is a little too far even for extreme intelligence, maybe even. We might be able to do our solar system if we're lucky.
Contact!
Oh god, this game runs like ass. And you consider the space race a huge waste of money? They did, but that's because, well, people have dumb ideas sometimes. Because the space race, like the technology was invented for a lot of that stuff, now is what powers our modern day life. But without that space race, you wouldn't have all these cool ass satellites to do all this crazy shit. Or the internet, or well, I guess you might still have, I might really still. I'm trying to aim this shit. There we go. Perfect. Or not.
Good to go, Spartan.
I'm a little stuck, guys. Can you help?
Oh, look at all those targets.
Shit.
Nice try, boys.
This guy uses an artillery cannon now. Alright, we continue without a tank. Don't we have way too much space debris in orbit though? Not yet currently, no. That's a danger if like satellites started smashing into each other and causing what's called Kepler syndrome. But we're not in a Kepler situation right now. That requires way more like tiny untracked debris. Perfect.
Good here.
I think the NASA, we have smartphones. I mean, it did like, I think the actual, it's been proven that every like dollar invested in a NASA results in like tenfold return on investment or something like that.
Nice one.
So it just doesn't make any sense to cut NASA budget. Unless it gets like insanely high, which would be a little, you know, also isn't necessary. You gotta spend some money on other public goods. Turns out hiring all those German scientists worked out. Well, then we didn't really give them a choice. It was, honestly, for them, it was a pretty good deal. Yeah, you can keep your sniper rifle. Nope.
It looks like the Covenant are dug in up there in those rocks, Chief. We're totally hemmed in.
Marines, hold your positions. We'll handle those guns. Master Chief, we should scale the ridge and get below those stationary guns.
I'm in no hurry for a heroic charge on those guns, Cortana. Holding position.
Really? You know, many things at NASA and the space race, but also video games were kind of a product of the Cold War. Yeah, the first video game was basically done on like a some kind of like oscilloscope piece of equipment, I think at NASA or some other research institute, and it's called Space War. Oof. Let the racism flow through you, lady. Oh, that works too.
Look out! Firing! Hold your fire! Hold your fire!
Oof.
Cortana to Fire Team Zulu. I've sent a distress call tagged with your current position. Hold and await evac. The Master Chief and I are going to continue on ahead.
Roger! Okay, people. Evac bird's on its way.
Swap over shield. Thank you, Will. What's up, Dime? How you doing tonight? Why are you guys sleeping in here? Kira, you have a good night, dude. Also, Wave Melon, thank you for the follow over there on Twitch, dude. What's up, Base? How you doing tonight? I swear I just heard heard the elite say mateless one. Missed the last Halo stream. How's it going? Very good. I mean, the base game is still pretty good. It's just it's just not quite exciting enough. It's not doing. It needed to be an actual remake where they reimagined some stuff and had some cool ideas. Because this game has already been done with the Master Chief stuff. But it is a little bit like, why are you doing this again? Graphics haven't gotten that bad since the Master Chief Collection. I'd be curious to see this game's graphics compared to the Master Chief Collection version of Halo Combat Evolved, just to see what the actual difference is. I think it's just that they redid the cutscenes too, is the only difference whatsoever. Arg, you are mateless, demon. Mateless one is another way of saying no bitches. No maidens? Maidenless. Wait a minute. Sounds familiar. Dartigan, is Nintendo the last console producer worth an iota? I mean, they have their own problems, but at the very least, I don't see Nintendo like doing the moves that that Sony and Microsoft are doing. They will do their own shit that will piss you off, but at least you'll still be able to buy your games solidly as in a physical form for them. And also buy a console, because who knows what the Microsoft thing is going to end up in. So yeah, at this point, I think Nintendo might be the official winner of the console war, just by all their competition getting even more greedy than usual, and then reveling in each other's failures. Console war might finally be over. Nintendo just like outlasted everyone by sheer determination and a bunch of franchise everyone wants.
Resistance appears to be increasing.
And just by not focusing as much on graphics. Whoops, that was the wrong button. Well, they're woke up now. I don't even need to kill you. What do you think about console exclusivity? As someone who plays primarily on PC, I'm never truly a big fan of it. But I understand why it needs to be a thing, because otherwise you don't have a reason to buy a console, as Microsoft kind of learned. So you do need, if you're gonna like sell a piece of hardware like that is like very unique, you do need unique reasons to actually own it, other than it just being an option. Because how many of you have been inspired to buy an Xbox Series X in the past couple since its launch? Very few of you, if any.
Prepare for battle! Holy light seeks you out! Searching area.
Oh fuck, you son of a bitch, you camping piece of shit.
What? Hostiles approaching! Tell it to know! Get it off me!
Back here. You know, I seem to recall there being more music in this game per level than the main theme song that they keep playing it over and over again. Am I wrong? Yeah, don't need the sword. Don't really need the rocket launcher anymore either. Sword camp was, you know, clever, but it wasn't honorable. Like, the elites are basically just Klingon ripoffs with a bit of Predator mixed in. Is Dragon the coolest RPG class ever? Dragoon? Depends on which game's Dragoon. I mean, I never use it in, like, Final Fantasy, though, to be honest with you. It's a glitch carrying over from the main menu. What is? I didn't notice a glitch currently, actually. The glitch is 2 music tracks playing at the same time. I only heard the one. I just thought they were just playing the same music over and over again because I thought there were supposed to be different tracks playing at this point. You don't know why so many people are glazing the new CEO doing, you know, you mean the CEO of Microsoft Gaming Division? No, I don't hear anyone glazing her. Everyone's just saying she's doing nothing she's doing is changing anything. Except firing a lot of people. Okay. Fuck. Okay, that's no longer a one-shot kill on them like it used to be. Ow. Last time I had it installed, I just did it for the multiplayer and I played the with Let's in an Xbox. Maybe I should save this for some more competent enemies. You're a boy who doesn't understand. Understand what? Why couldn't she move people to other studios? Because she needs to cut spending. And you don't cut spending by moving people to other studios. You cut spending by getting rid of them.
Enemy!
Base, you have a good night. Oh fuck. This is actually a tough fight. Fuck. That does it. No crunchy sounds? Yeah, not crunchy enough, is it? Honestly, I just could have avoided that fight by running past all of it. think your music is a glitch, hence why it's only playing the main theme. I mean, I don't mind, honestly. It's a fun little glitch to have happen because it is like an iconic song.
Analyzing. This must be the control room. Subtle.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
Look,
shit, that's supposed to be
covenant
mine.
banshees. We can use them to fly straight to the control structure. Don't let anyone else touch them. The entrance to the control center is at the top of that pyramid structure. Bring me up there and
Fire
I should be able
bombs,
to get
fire
us
the main
inside.
weapon. Star Fox, this is not exactly. Give this tank that much, it is dodging my shots pretty well. Gonna make a protein shake. Have a good anything. Have a good one, man. Not what I expected to look over and read, but you know what? Get healthy, dude. Good. However, we are almost to the flood section of the game, actually. Which is the final actual good level in all this. Thanks, everybody. Later, Hassan. Have a good one, man. A slosh steak? Yes, make the slosh steak. I'll have to come up with a recipe first, though. Alright, we're done with our Banshee. And done with this level, I think. Oh, fuck. Opening a Doom level in that fucking door with the amount of enemies minded. Oh fuck. You know what? Can I actually fly this through there? You expect Veronica zombies will function similar to Resident Evil 2. I hope they do something slightly different with them. Because they are meant to be the Veronica virus, which should do so. I'm hoping they add some, how should I say, insect-like qualities to the way they behave. I just want to point out that this incredibly advanced Covenant technology is, in terms of its actual flying ability and its landing ability, is about as advanced as the Wright brothers plane. Is that to land it, you have to crash it. What's up, Vic? How you doing? Dropping in for a few minutes. You busy tonight?
This is it. Halo's control center. No. That terminal. Try there.
Yeah, don't you see it's got a USB-C? Mick really likes letting the player take vehicles into places they couldn't before. I mean, I don't mind it.
Cortana?
Is that Canadian guy going to be in the Code Veronica remake? Yes. It will be significantly changed, though. Man, the music is still bugged out. But it kind of works. Oh, just for you with a big girl fetish.
You alright?
Never been better. You can't imagine the wealth of information. The knowledge. So much, so
Step on me,
fast.
Cortana. I mean, wait, what?
It's glorious.
Yeah, you look lonely. She took this from Blade Runner.
So what sort of weapon is it?
What are you talking about?
Let's stay focused. Halo, how do we use it against the Covenant?
This ring isn't a cudgel, you barbarian. It's something else. Something much more important. Give me a second to access. Yes! The Forerunners built this place, what they called a fortress world, in order to... Wait. No, that can't be. Oh, those Covenant fools. They must have known that there must have been signs.
Slow down. You're losing me.
The Covenant found something buried in this ring. Something horrible. And now they're afraid.
Something buried? Where?
The captain. We've got to stop the captain.
Keys? What are we...
The weapons cache he's looking for. It's not really... We can't let him get inside.
I don't understand.
There's no time. Get out of here. Find keys. Stop him.
There's no time. I can't explain anything.
Before it's too late.
Even though I can literally just talk to you while you're on your way there. There's no time, don't you understand? You can't even unplug the USB-C. You hate that trope? It's especially dumb right here. There's no time to just mention, oh, there's a galaxy-eating parasite on this ring. Be careful about that. Halo low-key is a mid-story. Its story is on the mid-side, but its lore was actually pretty good for sci-fi lore.
The last transmission from the captain's dropship was from this area. That was over 12 hours ago. When you locate Captain Keyes, radio in, and I'll come pick you up.
Keyes is screwed. I mean, he's just getting an upgrade, you see. He's gonna gain a few pounds. Well, we won't be taking any of these shitty SMGs. Which is like the only weapon from the original, well... Like, this is a Halo 2 weapon that they're just dropping into Halo 1 for some reason. It's the only one. But then again, so is the sword, I guess. Those fall from the sky? Yeah, I feel like the swamp level is they've actually changed the way it looks. Or maybe not. If you're gonna bring in a Halo 2 weapon in this game, it should have been the Scarab gun. You like that one, do you? I'm just glad. Basically, well, the fuel rod cannon is useful. You can use and the sword, which were meant to be usable in Halo 1. So I guess they figured they were justified in having those available. I don't know if the SMG was supposed to be in Halo 1 and just was never included or finished in time, so they figured to bring it into it as well. You prefer Cortana rocking her curves and completely naked? Well, she meets both of those metrics here. However, nude naked is something, it's a concept in this. She's Gotta figure, but she technically is a nude since she doesn't actually depict, you know, everything there. She's like, here's a silhouette. It's like she's one of those ladies out of Tron. My question though is did they make the library level suck less in this? That's the real test of this remake. Does Luna get along with Dex? For the most part, yeah, they actually get along way better nowadays. They're not like, exactly what I'd call like cuddle buddies or anything. They don't go up and like do cute things together other than like sniff each other's tails or like noses. They don't like cuddle up or anything like that, but they live together just fine, no problems. Basically, they're roommates. That's a good way of putting it. Cat roommates. Oh, we got the flood spores. Your cat's play fight. Luna and Dex will sometimes do a play chase, but then they stop at that. They don't want to go any further than a play chase. Repetitive and overlong, just not good design. Or are you talking about the library level? How did the library suck? It's basically just like a really long, like L-shaped corridor, like a repeating L-shaped corridor with a few like half moons and elevators in it, and it's just a slog. You're just slogging your way through the entire thing. I've been hearing people complain about it since the original game came out. And then, to be honest, every level afterward is just a previous level in reverse. So this level is kind of the last actual good level in all of Halo until you get to the final one, which itself is just mostly the Pillar of Autumn in reverse, and then you get the escape scene.
Stay back! Stay back! You're not turning me into one of those things! I'll blow your brains out! Get away from me! Ah! Ah! Don't touch me, you freaks! I won't be like you, I'll die first! They won't get me! Find your own hiding place, the monsters are everywhere! Play dead! That's what I did! Play dead! They took the live ones. Oh god, I can still hear them. Monsters! Ah! 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 Just leave me alone! Sarge, Mendoza.
Come on, show me your war face.
Oh God, the things took them away, away, away. They went away. They're gone. Get it? Gone. Oh God, I don't want to be like them. Please, please no. Man,
Can you stop firing that right next to my ear, soldier? How's everyone? Hey, Blip, how you doing? We're having a good night. Stream's good energy tonight. Numbers are excellent. I'm surprised so many people want to see me play Halo, to be honest. Hey, I'll take it. That was a weird fade in with that shit. Let me see that again. Yeah, the door just kind of fades out of existence after a second. That's why would you animate it like that? Watch the edges of this door, chat. It doesn't fully, like, it just phases out of reality after a second. It's just kind of weird. That's the spores of, yeah, I'm losing my mind. It's the Covenants, the Flood spores. They get you a little, technically they do break down your logic, right? They make you dumber. Or make you want to serve them or some shit like that. That's only if they have like a grapevine going though, I think. We were playing the OG Resident Evil 4 and just thought of how much simple gaming was. No advertisements, no microtransactions, just a fun game. Yup. You're entering your old man phase of video games. We're like, back in my day, we just bought the game for the game and not the microtransactions, and we liked it. We didn't need day one patches or DLC. We bought a game for $50 and there was a full game experience, and we liked it, and we'd play it all year with our friends and let them play and borrow it, and then they'd let us see their Playboy magazines in return. And it was a good life we had. Why did we ever change? Resident Evil 4 in a high C. That was true living. And then your friend's mom would make stovetop stuffers. And it'd be a good day. High C, Resident Evil 4, and stovetop stuffers. My friend Carl, his mother always made stovetop. So did that guy just die standing up on the wall for that to happen? Why about the gun flashlight? Well, this gun is also meant to be used by regular soldiers who don't have the helmet flashlights. So that's why.
Why do we always have to listen to this old stuff, Sarge?
Watch your mouth,
Oh,
son.
that's corn, son. You respect it.
It should
classical
remind you
music
of
now.
what we're fighting to protect.
Hey, if the Covenant want to wipe out this particular part of my history, that's fine by me. Yeah, better it than us.
You ask real nice next time you see him, Vicente. I'm sure they'll be happy to oblige.
LZ looks clear. I'm bringing us down.
Now, chat, we get video games that are actually like this, like, shit. What are those games I'm thinking about? They're like the body cam games. Someone saw this, like, you know what? We can make an entire game like it. Haven't been too many good body cam games yet though. Like Unrecord, yup.
Mendoza, move it up. Okay, let's move. Wait here for the captain and his squad. Then get your ass inside.
Sir!
Falling asleep
Alright, let's
now,
get
I'm
this
good.
door
It
open.
just, you know,
I'll
yawning.
try, sir. But it looks like these Covenant worked pretty hard to lock it down.
Just do it, Moraine.
Yes, sir.
So are they going to explain how Johnson survives this?
You better have a look at this, Sarge.
What you got?
Covenant. Lots of them. Except they're all dead.
Show me.
Which is weird, right? I mean, look at it. Something scrambled the insides.
What's that? Plasma scoring.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was an accident, you know.
Should have read the
fire
book
or
so they
something.
wanted. Well, even in the
What do we
books, it
have,
doesn't make
Sergeant?
any goddamn sense.
Looks like a Covenant patrol.
He's basically immune to the flood or something like that, I think.
Okay, real
Only the
pretty.
black guy survives. Opposite horror movie logic.
Now we just
Look,
met.
we have A24 movies now, which already undone that particular
about
stereotype.
this.
Boy, you always got a bad feeling about something. What the?
Captain, Sarge, can you hear me?
What's going on, soldier?
You've got contact. Lots of them. But they're not Covenant. They're just staring through us. What the? Oh, no!
Corporal, do you copy? Over. Mendoza, get your ass back up to second squad's position and find out what the hell is going on.
But
I don't have time for your lip, soldier. I gave you an order.
But Sarge, listen.
What is that? Where's that coming from, Mendoza?
Everywhere. I don't. Above you! There! Get out!
Let him have it!
Get out! Get it out!
Hold still! Hold still! God damn it, Jenkins! Fire your weapon! Sergeant, we're surrounded.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
One of the better examples of it in a video game.
Don't even think about it, Marine!
Oh, this is local!
Get back here, Marine! That's an order! Jenkins! Behind you!
So no explanation for how Johnson survives. Man, that's evidence. Why would you break it? Forerunners were trying to starve the flood to death. Why keep the samples alive? I've never understood that logic either. It's never made any goddamn sense. Also, $100 super chat from Oxy Exo 654 over. Thank you, man. Jesus, and just blowing a kiss back at you. Thank you very much. That is incredibly generous. Thank you, Jesus. You're buying new furniture for me at this point in my house now. But thank you, man. Thank you, my person, my fellow human being. I am also a human. See, I don't even know how to respond to that. It's like, what? Do I have to break out the $100 jokes now? Because I don't think I have any $100 jokes. A lot of money. I mean, hey, as long as they're cool with it, and they buy themselves something nice. Treat themselves, you know. You know, these things, the flood will never be as cool as the head crabs. Sorry. Maybe the Forerunners expected the future humans could find a better solution to the flood. That makes the. I think they just wanted to like study them in hopes of, because the Forerunners didn't necessarily think they would actually die. They'd all die anyways when they activated the rings. They thought some of them would survive. They even set that up to like allow that. That's what I think they wanted to study them to find out there's a better way of killing them or something. Is the going theory, or maybe even the explanation. But they never really offered up a good one. You disapprove of what you say, but I'll defend to the death your right to say it. It's very, you know, American founder of you. Alright, do I... There we go. Now we got ammo. One thing that could save them from the rings firing, they use it to Lee and keep Lee and Didact alive. I'll see you guys later. Not my problem. Hey, would this game like to hand me out the shotgun again so I can... You know, usually you start getting the shotgun a lot when you're fighting these things. You're all the point where you have to wipe out all life to starve the infectious life form to death. I think there's not much need to study it again. I mean, I agree. It was that big of a threat that they had to wipe themselves out. But then, like, you know what? Let's keep a handful of them around. Just so we can study them. Even though they know even one can reinfect the entire galaxy. I thought it was stupid in the new lore for Halo that the way they describe it is ancient humans discovered like a dead alien in space, and they brought it home and they started injecting its blood into their pets, and that's how the flood infection got started up. Originally, is like there's just a bunch of dumb space humans injecting alien blood into their pets because it made them smarter or behave differently or something. And then those pets mutated into the first flood. That's actual lore, by the way. Like a bunch of like human space Vikings were like, this alien looks pretty cool, bros. Let's like, inject its blood into our dogs. You've never heard that lore? Go look at it. You can find it on the wiki. You won't find it in the games, obviously, but it is like, that's part of like in one of the books of like, they talk about the precursors. The Flood are essentially like mutated precursors, which are an even older alien race from the Forerunners. And they, there was like one remaining and like ancient humans found, and they just started like turning its dust or its like dandruff into like animal injections. Do you think it's even a threat to me? No. There we are. Were the precursors going to be ancient humans at one point? The precursors were a new thing invented by 343 Industries. I don't think there was, before Bungie gave control over the stuff to Microsoft. Precursors have never been mentioned. It was only the Forerunners. There was really no good answer for whatever, for at least from all Bungie's games, of what humans were, other than that the precursors knew of humans and it kind of protected them from the ring firing from destroying all of them. It was like 343 Industries that changed everything to say that, oh no, humans are actually had been once an advanced civilization, just as nearly as advanced as the Forerunners, and then they lost a war to the Forerunners after they awakened the Flood, and the Forerunners didn't know the humans were fighting the Flood, and then they like sent humans back to like prehistoric civilization after they lost the war, but then they also wanted them to take their place after the Flood. It's convoluted as fuck. They basically ruined the lore by answering too many questions and providing terrible answers. What do you think happens to your head if you stick it in there? Like, I don't know what else this thing is for other than to crawl through it and come out as something entirely different on the other end. Also, I'm feeling like all of the Forerunner technology was designed to like test your HDR capabilities. I shot that one and it disappeared from reality. The ancestors, the forerunners, and the precursors, my goodness, what's next? The beforers and the prequelers. I mean, we're running out of things. We got the ancients, the forerunners, the elders. Actually, no, there was another. In the Halo Infinite, they have another new alien species that had been around at the same time as the forerunners, I guess, and they'd been imprisoned by the forerunners, and they're like a time-traveling alien race or something. I forget what they called them, actually. Were they just the ancestors? Or the endless, yes, the endless. And then you also had the AI, the batch of AI monsters controlled by the last Forerunner in Halo 4. What were they called again? They've been desperate to come up with new enemies for a while to replace the Flood and just have not been able to do it. Prometheans? Yeah, that's right. So there you go. Another ancient kind of sounding thing. At some point, they're going to have a race of enemies called the Atlanteans or something. Because technically, they now have Atlantis in there if you think about how humans used to be ancient, like, you know, ancient humans were advanced or whatever. So that could explain Atlantis. It's like ancient memories of when we were a spacefaring civilization. The Warden from Halo 5. That was an AI, wasn't it? Or actually, I barely remember anything from Halo 5, to be honest with you. Other than that, you play half the game as like not Master Chief. The Gooners. That's what, you know, the people who played Halo 4 ended up becoming. Where's my exit, yo? That was a Forerunner uploaded into a construct. In 4 or 5? Yeah, because 4 was about the Didact, right? How the fuck did they make the shotgun so bad in this? That's like a criminal thing to do. Leave to 343 to fuck. I mean, yeah, just the shotgun. You have to get a shotgun right in a first-person game. It's like a pinnacle of like you can judge FPS by how well it does a shotgun. Oh, this would be looking like somebody's colon up in here. You remember Hayes having a dog-ass shotgun? That game was dog-ass itself. So not too surprising. In fact, I'm pretty sure most people don't even know about the game Hayes. You know, there was actually a weird era of like PS3 and Xbox 360 FPS games that just seemed to be totally forgotten for some reason. Just because they came out after like Call of Duty had already taken over the genre. And they were more like they were just single player FPS games. Well, they weren't even Call of Duty killers. They were more like just like Hayes was one of them. There was another one that's about time travel or something like that, or you had like a time gauntlet. I can't remember the name of it. And several others. Killzone. Well, Killzone got one last. Oh,
you're shooting me.
Sorry, you're acting like a flood right now. Time Splitters was always like more of a golden, I think. Singularity, yeah, I think that might be it. Buddy.
Buddy?
Really? He copied me. That's kind of creepy.
That's my ass, pal. Hey. Ah. Buddy. Ah. You know, I'm starting to feel uncomfortable. Ah. You know, I'm starting to feel... Ah.
He's making hentai sounds. Thank you, Logic with 200 bits.
That's my ass, pal. You know, I'm starting to feel uncomfortable. Ah. Hello? Ah. Ah.
But you can't go that way. Here, me fix it for you. Go get him, pal. Unnecessary garbage remake. Well, true. Very, very true. I'm not gonna call it garbage. It is just basically straight up. The campaign is straight up just the original game with better graphics. It's just that was already done once before with the Master Chief Collection. So it just feels like, why are you doing this a second time? And also worse. Because there's a lot of technical issues. That flood just blew apart in reality and got atomized. Probably easier to do this than untangle the mess that was created with Halo 5 and Infinite. You would think, but honestly, Halo just needs to go away for a while. Like, give it a good 10 to 15 years, then like just restart it at this point. I don't really need to worry about that. Honestly, the Flood don't even do that. I remember these guys just like nuking you when they did a melee attack in the original game. So they were actually like a threat. That one just disintegrated on his own. Worked for Doom until recently. Doom did go away for a while after Doom 3. Like, I think it was like, what, 10 years in between Doom 3 and Doom 2016? Or longer? Yeah, like Doom 2003, Doom 3 came out in like 2004, I think, and Doom 2016, yeah, over 10 years. .343 needs to be a support studio. That's what they actually feel like they are, and they're just being forced to make full games instead of being like supporting a better studio. I always like that these aliens have feather dusters for hands. Redeeming that waster coin. How long have you been saving that up, cutest Neko? Just to waste it like that. You have any idea what you've done? You set yourself back from, you know, buying that, you know, Persona 5 video. Years now? I mean, I respect the grind. You know, I just realized they don't make you find health packs to restore your health in this game. That also, it's... Yeah, it's kind of weird. Your health is just like a second recharging, like, you know, meter now. You had to find health packs for your actual health. The shield recharged. You should go to work for studios, just mock them over their shoulder, drill sergeant style. That would work in some cases. But it'd be better if you did that to producers, actually, and the CEOs of those companies.
Sir, thank God you're here. We've been lost out here for hours. After we lost contact with the rest of the mission, we headed for the RV point, and then these things, they ambushed us. We got to get out of here.
There's a large tower a few hundred meters from your current position. Find a way above the fog and foliage canopy, and I can move in and pick you up.
Let's get these men out of here alive.
Kill it! Kill it!
Eat it!
Yeah, got him!
Get ready for this!
Engaging multiple targets! I'm gonna die like...
This is going badly for them.
Don't stop shooting! I was here first! I'm kidding, man, you piece of crap!
Come and get it!
God. Oh my God. This shotgun is the worst thing ever.
Go around!
Just keep moving, boys. Just keep moving. Fire and move.
Kill it! Kill it!
Stop shooting me!
What do we got left? Are you having fun? Watching all your friends die?
Still with you.
Missing center mass and blowing their arms off. I'm realizing that. But their hitboxes seem a little off.
Clear.
The shotgun is really weird with them.
That's what the hurt spot. Keep it up!
Want some of this?
Shooting limbs off is cool. Oh my God. Monty with a $50 super chat. Be sure to buy a pillow on me. We actually are getting a new bed, queen size mattress for our house. Like my old bed is going to become our guest bed. And that we'll be getting that in the middle of the month. So we will put that toward nice sheet set. How about that? Or bedspread, whatever we got to do. But thank you very much, Monty. Thank you to everyone who's been, like showing me a lot of love tonight. Thank you. Also, just thank you guys for just hanging out and watching me. Like the numbers have been insane, like the past streams here since I got back. Like currently we have how many? Like 1, 2, 4, We have like nearly, yeah, like 280 people watching, or almost 280. Getting a waifu pillow. I have a waifu pillow. She is called my wife. She's very comfortable.
Who's next?
Two.
Repositioning. Weapons free.
One more and you get to orgasm. I've had like 5 or 6 sneezes in a row before, no gasm from it. Down to one guy. Oh fuck! And now we're down to none. That should be it. Don't you hate when you sneeze, burp, hiccup, and fart at the same time? That has actually never happened to me in my life.
Greetings. I am the monitor of installations.
Why don't you just call in the heart attack at that point? Oh goddamn! OxyExo with another $100 super chat. Congratulations on the marriage, Dart. He's a lucky man. I am an extremely lucky man. I have the best wife, and we've moved into our wonderful house together. And you guys, I cannot ask for a better audience too from all you people. So much love back at you, and thank you for such wonderful well wishes. But thank you very much. Don't know what to say, but thank you. Other than like, thank you. And there's my wife thanking you as well, Mrs. Lucky Charms.
If the flood escapes this halo, it will of course consume all viable hosts in this galaxy. Why, naturally, the flood is simply too dangerous to release, and mass sterilization protocols may again need to be enacted. Of course, samples were kept here after the last catastrophic outbreak, for study. It seems that decision may have been an error.
You think?
I would conjecture that the other species currently on the installation are responsible for releasing the flood. They seem most persistent in their attempts to access restricted areas. We must collect the index before we can activate the installation. We are near the index chamber. Follow me.
Why did you like teleport us to the cold before in there? Any advice out there for those that aren't as lucky? It depends on what you're hoping to achieve in life, honestly. Are you hoping to get married or have a house? Both of those are still doable. The house thing is definitely getting more difficult as the years go by, and that's by design, by the market. But you also, if you can, when it comes to getting a house, I would say be willing to move somewhere where it's actually still affordable. That's one of the big things, is that people want a house in a specific area, and oftentimes those specific areas are much more expensive for that very reason. So if you don't need to like be in a certain location for your job, or maybe you work remotely, I would say find a place where you can actually buy such a house. But you obviously need to save up first, so it's not something I can give easy advice on when it comes to that. As for finding, a significant other, a partner, I will say again and again, dating apps are for the most part not the best way of doing it. I feel like dating apps make it too unpersonal, whatever the word is I'm using. You need to find people in situations where you don't have to just rely on your bio and pictures of you catching a fish or skiing or something, because that's what everyone else uses and you're competing with them. So honestly, you do need to go out into your community and find activities that you enjoy doing and look for people who also enjoy those activities. That's my advice for that. And if you want to be a YouTuber, good luck with that shit these days. Outside of like, the only way you're going to become a content creator now, for the most part, is either you become a successful live streamer, or you get good at making shorts and TikToks.
We cannot activate the installation's field.
Or you just become a grifter and say outrageous things to get attention.
We must make our way to the transit lift on the
Or
other
you
side
know
of this
someone
cell.
who can give you a leg up. So all in all, pal, how you doing, man? First time chatting. Preach. I'm not very good at preaching or giving advice. I feel like I'm always inadequate at that. I can only just tell you, like, basically most of my advice is going to be like, keep your chin up, sport. It ain't all bad. There's still hope. Or at least that's what I feel like my advice boils down to. Didn't you find Lucky in my earlier streams? We did meet in my streams, technically, but that's kind of like similar to what I was saying, and like find an activity that you both enjoy and go out and meet them in those communities. A stream is a community. It's just an online community, and it's brought together by people who enjoy video games, and in my case, playing and riffing on them. And she, was into that. And she's also studying me for a character she was playing. And then as we spoke, we just got to know each other, and I got interested, and then I like sought out some of her work she had done in entertainment, and I was like, you know what? I think we can make this happen. I think we can make this work without it being, the typical like YouTuber, starts dating former fan bullshit. And so far we have. It's been pretty damn amazing. Follow the monitor. That feels like death jumping down there. This level doesn't look any different from what it used to be, by the way.
To combat the flood, despite the containment protocols.
Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. You're my future wife. You are my future wife because you're gonna remain my wife. She was pulled in with my cool demeanor. Maybe some of that, but a little bit, a few other things here and there. I'm like a shepherd's pie of things you might enjoy when it comes to relationships. Like you got a nice crust on there. There's some sauce, a little bit of beef and rabbit in there. I don't know. It's a whole mixing.
Containment failure. System integrity at... Oh, the audacity.
We eat you? I mean, that's a possibility, yes. You consume my content, how about that?
The small creatures carry spores that cause a host to mutate. The mutated spores that can pass the flood to others. It is insidious and delicate. As long as any hosts remain, the flood is virulent.
Why are there just grunt images up there?
Please follow closely. We are approaching the first access portal.
You traded one annoying AI for an even more annoying AI. Yeah, Cortana isn't really annoying. She's just Cortana. She's only annoying if she's on your Windows computer. Did we save a piece of our wedding cake? Yes, it's in our freezer, actually. Not as annoying as Navi was. I'm very curious what they're going to do with Navi in the upcoming remake of Ocarina of Time. I feel like they have to almost make Navi a playable character at points. It's like a proper gameplay mechanic instead of just a targeting system. Well, targeting and hint system.
Curious. A failsafe has been tripped on this portal. I must attend to it. Oh, my apologies. Critical. This area must be sterilized before we can proceed.
Oh, fuck. Ow.
Curious. A failsafe has been tripped on this portal. I must attend to it. Oh, my apologies.
Just have like a flood vent there, apparently.
This area must be sterilized before we can proceed.
I mean, I've just been thinking it's possible. Do you think you could maybe do a game sense video on Ready or Not? Ready or Not, is that the SWAT style game? The one where it's like you're a SWAT agent? I don't know, is there a plot to it? I kind of need something to have a plot.
Odd. This portal is blocked. Apologies. We will need to reroute. Follow me.
If it has a plot that is more than just here's a mission briefing, possibly.
Do not fret, Reclaimer. I shall return.
Have you got a shotgun? Well, you know how Navi when I play, I'm interested in what they do with Navi. But no, also, don't be breaking any oh, hold on a second. Any your contracts. Ready or Not is the in-laws horror movie.
Oh, you did survive. How delightful.
Zap the fuck out of him. You laugh, but that's not me this time. Did I laugh? I didn't know that I laughed actually. Have I ever seen a Pokemon game? No. I might at some point, especially the more modern ones, but never really had much interest in Pokemon. And all Pokemon plots kind of feel the same to me. Yeah, this level still sucks, by the way.
Numbers continue to grow, Reclaimer. Full containment failure expected in 15 cycles. Dartigan, a plasma conduit breach in section 5524 has disrupted power flow to a preventive maintenance assembly. Repairs require my attention. I will return soon.
I guess they weren't allowed to change it, because that would be desecrating it? I don't know. Can't make something bad that's good, because then it won't be the way people remember it. Oh, I can't pick up that shotgun. Oh, that hurts me. That hurts me a lot, right? I needed that. Level that introduces guilty parts sucks makes sense. Yeah, but it could still be more than just here's a bunch of elevators and like left and right corridors for the entire time. They basically just had like a few elements this level and they copy pasted it for the entire time because they were running out of time. Instead of making something interesting with
We
it.
can't stop here, Reclaimer.
There we go. That's what I need. That being said, you almost never run out of ammo in this level. Try spinning, that's a good trick. You're right. Though I've probably made some people in chat a little sick.
System integration is proceeding as expected. Please be patient. My task is more delicate than you can imagine.
See, have you seen how this level works, chat? It's the same mechanic over and over again. Get to elevator, wait for him to unlock it, kill Flood.
The Sentinels could use their weapons to attack.
Now you want Ready or Not again? The ending was hilarious. Is that the which one was Ready or Not again? Is that the one about the tunnels under the entire country that all the clones lived under? Or no, that was a different movie.
This installation's research facilities are, of course, most impressive. Perhaps you will have time to reacquaint yourself with them.
No, what? You never seen that A24 movie? I think it's just called Us. It's one of the earlier ones, you know. Fun times ahead in the library. Yeah, like the only Halo level I dislike about as much as the library is that level in Halo 3 where you hide the Covenant flagship, the one that's a gigantic city, gets turned into basically the inside of someone's small intestines by the flood, and you have to make your way through it to find Cortana. That level sucked too. Basically, flood levels always kind of suck.
Oh my. That evaluation subject should not be ambulatory. Sterilization field integrity will require.
Wait, is this a new enemy?
recalibration.
I don't remember these guys in the original game.
Why containment discipline is paramount.
These guys were not in Halo 1, were they? They were in the OG? It was not, yeah, that was more like a Halo 3 thing.
Encountered logs and communications records from this ring's history repair. I hope their contents are edifying.
Oh well, it's not like it's out of place. Other than I think in the lore they needed more time to make like the advanced infection carriers where they have like turned all the, you know, the calcium into like hardened bone and stuff.
The Flood are already hard at work repairing your vessel. Its parasitic nature belies the Flood's intelligence. And their youth.
Guilty Spark somehow said these things are already hard at work repairing our vessel, the Pillar of Autumn, which crash landed and is unusable. Tank forms are pure forms which do require an advanced infection stage. Yeah, and this infection only began a couple hours ago.
Deactivate the security lock. Wait here.
That looks like a tiny flood doing ballet. Or a sentient chicken wing. Weren't the enemies trying to repair the Covenant ship, not the pillar? Oh, he said our ship, so I'm assuming... I think they're trying to do both, actually. But no, maybe... I see, maybe they are trying to take off with the Covenant ship, too, so... Or maybe I misheard it, I don't know. I just heard him say our ship. And they are all over the Pillar of Autumn. It's 100 bits from Logical Wand. Hello, my baby. I was thinking the exact same thing with the WB Frog. Holy shit, man. I just didn't want to say it because I didn't want to reveal that I'd watched the kids WB. It's an embarrassing thing. Kids WB with stupid boring shows that nobody watches. You know it came from Looney Tunes? You know who owns Looney Tunes? Warner Brothers. You know what kids the WB and Warner Brothers and WB stood for? Warner Brothers. You know what became their mascot? The dancing toad or frog. These things just keep coming while we're down here. Go disco dancing? No, take over the world. Pinky and the Brain was a show ahead of its time.
I look forward to presenting my full status report once we deal with this outbreak.
Why do you have to struggle to open every door?
Flood activity has caused a failure in a drone control subsystem. I must reset the battery. Please continue on. I will rejoin you when I have completed my task.
Strangely enough, Ren and Stimpy were in Panty and Stocking being portrayed as ghosts. Was that in the sequel or the original series? Because I don't remember it from... Oh wait, yeah, if they were portrayed as ghosts, then you wouldn't really recognize it as much. What? Cool. Perfect death. Not that guy anymore. Ooh, chat, I think we might be able to finish this game up tomorrow. Well, minus the bonus missions. Rocket launcher food. Yeah, I don't really want the rocket launcher for this level. Shotgun and machine gun are far better.
Did you miss me?
Where are the explosive ammo for shotgun? Where's the explosive barrels in this level is a better question. Well, I guess the exploding barrels are the, you know, the giant bloated, you know, blood instead, but you get what I mean. Wait, you can get the Sentinel beam in this? I don't want it, but it's nice that it's there, I guess. Another weapon that wasn't in this game, though I guess was meant to be. This thing looks like something a Witcher would be assigned to kill. Also, Pittsburgh 3D prints. Yeah, that definitely was in this game, yeah. I recall those being a thing. They introduced it in 3. So many rocket launchers, but I don't want them.
Suit should serve you well when the flood begins to alter the atmosphere. You are a good planner.
Man, I'd kill for some grenades right about now. Oh! Only thing I fear is that. Brute plasma rifle in this prequel, yeah. Well, the bonus missions have weapons from even later games in it. Which doesn't make any sense since they shouldn't even be introduced at this point. And, well, they also had the brutes too, which also doesn't make any sense. But it's whatever. Lore hardly matters to 343 Industries.
Of 74 inhabited worlds.
Okay, we're almost done. Some of the guns in later games aren't necessarily new in the lore. There were a lot of guns that were going to be in the original game that were cut out. Like you were supposed to be able to pick up the sword in the first game. And you're also, I think, supposed to be able to use the sentinel beam. And you were also supposed to be able to pilot the Wraith tank. But they had to like drop all that because they had to release the game on time for the Xbox One launch. So those I'm assuming are just, okay, that was meant to be in it. Let's put them in here since it still works. Oh, I'm out of ammo for this. You don't want the fucking SMG. Oh, got that rocket launcher back here still. Two whole rounds for now. Don't spoil me too much. Chad, how do you think Leon Kennedy would handle the flood? I think that's kind of right up his alley. You can tell I'm running out of steam when I start asking those kind of questions. You know, just pop yourself on me. You don't even hurt. What's up, game bad? You know, the game is still good. It's just that it's a bit. Oh shit! Okay, that made it does damage. How you doing, Doctor? Like the new office, my man? Next time you're in town, we'll have you over. Oh shit. I gotta wonder why in the lore there's so many like flood here in the library. When it doesn't make any sense since there was no food here originally. Give me a gun that shoots fast. I just need something. Maybe there's some of the flood that Forerunners saved but got loose. I mean, these also, but they would have had to infect the humans and the Covenant on the ring and then walk their ass back over here. For like no reason. You're confused what this game exists? Wasn't Master Chief Collection enough? Master Chief Collection remake of Halo 1 is exactly the same thing. In fact, there's more to it since you can press a button and go back to playing the original game, unlike in this game. The only thing this game does differently is that some of the cutscenes get more oomph added to them and some like new shots, but all still the same otherwise. It's 100 bits from Nisea. Halo originally uninvolved. Oxy Exo with a $50 super chat. Any chance you'd ever do Sin's video on Predator, Concrete Jungle, or The Suffering? I have actually considered playing through those games for live streams. I've actually looked up, let's say, spicy downloads of both of those games. I remember I played The Suffering in a demo back when I was a kid on the PlayStation 2 and never got to play the original game. So I have definitely considered live streaming those games. If I made videos on them, they'd probably be, since I think those both came out before 2004, they would be Patreon games. But I have considered at least The Suffering. I don't really know enough about Predator Concrete Jungle other than I remember it got reviewed very well when it came out. I remember it was surprisingly, like, it didn't look that good, but then all the reviews were pretty glowing for it. And I do like the Predator. So I can't promise I would send them, but I would definitely consider live streaming those because I do like playing older games right now, recently this year. What do you mean spicy? It means exactly what it sounds like it means. Spicy downloads.
Ah, the parasite works quickly to degrade my containment options. Don't worry, I won't be far.
Shit, he's juking me. Zaya and Monty, or Zeph, you're having a good. You leaving? Zeph, you have a good night, dude. Good shit. Fine, I'll use the fucking SMG. It's actually kind of decent here, I guess. Have they not figured out like an actual magazine shotgun in the UNSC military yet? Rather than loading it like this. Spartan program was too expensive. Can't have an actual magazine-fed shotgun. I feel like this section wasn't in here originally with these light bridge puzzles. Mag-fed shotguns are dumb and inefficient. You mean as in a magazine, like a magazine you can swappable magazines, or like just the single like tube magazine like this one has? What's wrong with swappable magazines for a shotgun?
The charm of this facility is lost on the less enlightened. Would you not agree?
Oh yay, another door.
If this is the end, at least it will be an interesting one.
Assuming 12 gauge because it's common the magazines are low capacity and overly large because shotgun shells are larger than pistol or rifle rounds. Also way hard to make reliable due to them being rimmed. I mean there's definitely drawbacks to it, but just been to load them quicker in combat feels like it outweighs those drawbacks.
Continue your sterilization protocols. I will move ahead to ensure security safeguards are intact.
You can also always go with like a drum magazine for it. Was the Chainsaw Man ending bad? Yes, it was a massive disappointment. Chainsaw Man Part 1 is so good, and Chainsaw Man Part 2 was actually damn good too, but the second half of it just fell apart. And then he just seemed like he fucked off and didn't care. This level's still going, by the way. Jesus. It's longer than I even remember it being.
Local sentinels are out of compliance and require my attention. I will return you soon.
Uh-oh. Two big boys coming in. Ow. You know why people are saying Kick is for pedos? Kick, it's not. There's no web. You wouldn't have a website very long. It's for pedos. It's just that Kick has a spicier like content creator base essentially, but some of them are. Some of the bigger ones, anyways. Mainly because they got banned on other platforms. Or, there has been some like weird shit that's gone on with like them getting in trouble legally. Okay, this sucks. But most people on it are perfectly normal. There's plenty of weirdos on Twitch too, in my experience. Alright. I need to like get this done and not die. Fuck. I don't remember these things being that tough, and even in Halo 3.
The energy barrier surrounding the index will deactivate when you approach.
Dart is getting his ass kicked. I mean, I was, but now I got better. Fuck. We did it.
Protocol requires that I take possession of the index for transport. Your organic form renders you vulnerable to infection. The index must not fall into the hands of the Flood before we reach the control room and activate the installation.
Is there a reason you couldn't have teleported me directly to the pedestal for this thing? Because fuck you, I mean, essentially.
Which means that any organism with sufficient mass and cognitive capability is a potential vector.
Wait, was he having a conversation while we were ethereally being teleported through like the astral realm when we were probably intangible?
Is something wrong?
How does that even work?
No. Nothing.
How long does it take to teleport from one space to the other? That was a several minute long conversation he must have had.
Unfortunately, my usefulness to this particular endeavor has come to an end. Protocol
What is your
does not allow
wart
units with my
level?
classification to perform a task as important as the
Cartographer.
unification of the index with the core. That final step is reserved for you, Reclaimer. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, really?
Am I still bad at Halo? No.
12 hours. 12 hours I've been stuck in here.
I want to know
watching
why
you
she
cozy up
drops
to
her
that
like
thing
golden form
while it
after this
sharpens
game.
the knife to slit our throats.
Hold on. He's a friend.
Oh, I didn't realize. He's your pal, is he? Your chum? Do you have any idea what that bastard almost made you do?
Yes. Activate Halo's defenses and destroy the Flood, which is why we brought the Index to the control center.
You mean this?
A construct in the core? That is absolutely unacceptable!
And yet...
What impertinence! I shall purge you at once!
You sure that's a good idea?
How dare you?
Do what? I have the Index. You can just float and sputter.
Enough. The Flood is spreading. If we activate Halo's defenses, we can wipe them out.
You have no idea how this ring works, do you?
I mean, how could he?
Why the Forerunners built it?
That has to be explained to him, you know.
Flood, it kills their food. Humans, Covenant, whatever. You're all equally edible. The only way to stop the Flood is to starve them to death. And that's exactly what Halo is designed to do. Wipe the galaxy clean of all sentient life. You don't believe me? Ask him.
Is it true?
More or less. Technically, this installation's pulse has a maximum effective radius of 25,000 light years. But once the others follow suit, this galaxy will be quite devoid of life. Or at least any life with sufficient biomass to sustain the Flood. But you already knew that. I mean, how couldn't you?
Left out that little detail, did he?
We have followed outbreak containment procedure to the letter. You were with me each step of the way as we managed this crisis.
Chief, I'm picking up movement.
Why would you hesitate to do what you've already done?
We need to go, right now.
Last time you asked me if it were my choice, would I do it? Having had considerable time to ponder your query, my answer has not changed. There is no choice. We must activate the ring.
Get us out of
Did they
here!
ever give an answer for who Guilty Spark thought Master Chief was when he says, like, last time you asked me, when that never actually occurred?
I must have the Index. Give your construct to me, or I will be forced to take her from you.
25,000 light years isn't that big. It's very big, but it's a network, so the rest of them get fired at the same time.
Dispose of the rest.
I think there's 9 of them in total, right? Or 7? I think it's 7.
Look out! We can't let the monitor activate the ring. We have to stop it. We have to destroy Halo. According to my analysis of the available data, I believe the best course of action is somewhat risky. An explosion of sufficient size will help destabilize the ring and will cut through a number of primary systems. We need to trigger a detonation on a large scale, however. A starship's fusion reactors going critical would do the job. I'm going to search what's left of the Covenant BattleNet and see if I can locate the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. If the ship's fusion reactors are still relatively intact, we can use them to destroy Halo.
1/4 the Milky Way, yeah. So once you add like 7 more in there, you get pretty much a pretty good even spread. Nice coverage. I just wanted to grab that checkpoint. Because I think we need to stop because it is almost midnight. There's a little more I can do. And I want to make sure I have enough for a full stream tomorrow. We will be able to finish this game up. But chat, holy shit, thank you so much for joining me tonight. And also thank you for like what, over $200 in super chats and then a bunch of subs and bits and, you know, just all the good shit. Thank you guys also just like so many of you watching me tonight too. Damn. Don't know what to say. Other than like, hey, hope you enjoyed that shit. Night Dart, see, I'll be streaming tomorrow. we'll finish this game up. But chat, you've all been wonderful. Thank you for joining me. Thank you to the wonderful mod team as always. If you're new here, be sure to follow me whichever platform you prefer. YouTube, Twitch, Kick, whatever it is. I've also got a Discord and a Patreon you can check out for my exclusive stuff. So go give those a look. Yeah, tomorrow we'll finish up Halo. Yep, we might also, well, we'll finish up the main campaign. There might be those bonus missions left, but I'm not even sure if I'm going to bother with those. Those are pretty terrible. Anyways, chat, once again, thank you guys for joining me tonight. I will see you all tomorrow. Peace, everybody.